Hello once again, Internet. It's me, Carmen, coming right back at you. School is back in session. People are starting up again, getting their learn on. I think something that's on a lot of people's mind is, how do I study the most effectively? How do I remember the information so I can pass the class, so I can get more benefit out of my life? And I just want to share a few of my top study tips. Sometimes I practice them, sometimes I don't. But I've found whenever I practice these tips, it at least helps me study better, and I hope it can help some of you guys study better too. I think my top thing is definitely looking over your notes, just taking the time to. I know that sounds simple, but let's face it, sometimes we just get home and we're like, I don't want to look at schoolwork anymore, and you just put the books down and you forget. No, take some time, go through those notes, go through that book, just look over the notes, study them, get intense. Breathe the notes, feel the notes, rub the book all over your face. Wait, you don't have to do that. That's just what I do. Oh, okay. Also, depending on your learning style, there are different things you can do too. And it's good to really think about this and see what works best for you. I've found that sometimes recording some of my study information and listening to it again over and over on repeat helps me get in my head. Like with vocabulary words. If I have a certain amount of vocabulary I have to learn, I'll record each word, like read out like the meaning. Like, what is the word ambidextrous? That means both-handed. I don't know ambidextrous, what the exact dictionary definition is. I'll read out the word, what the definition is, maybe some synonyms and antonyms depending on like how intense the vocabulary is. And I'll read out all of these words in a list. I'll record them onto an audio file, and then I'll just play that back on repeat again and again, maybe in the background while I'm doing something like editing photos or something else that requires lots of concentration, where I'm not really particularly paying attention to what I'm listening to, but sort of gets in your subconscious, and then you remember these things, and you don't even realize you remember them. Then you go sit down and take the test, and you're like, I know this, and it's easy, and you just fill it all out, and you're done with it. I'd say also, just making sure you set the right amount of time to do your homework, to do your studying, not do it too late in the day or too early. Depending on if you're not a morning person or not a night person, remembering your strengths and weaknesses, and adjusting your study schedule accordingly. Like, if you're a really awake morning person, but you're not really awake late at night, it may be better to study in the morning. Or if you're not really a morning person, you're more of a night owl, it may be better to study at night, or whatever works good for you. Just fitting it in there when it's best. Not taking too much time to study. You don't have to cram all night. In fact, they've said usually it's better to get to sleep than it is to try to study all night, because you're going to perform better at school and learning if you're awake. So it's usually better if you have to make the trade-off to sleep a little more rather than to stay up and study, because you're going to forget a lot of that, because you're going to be super tired the next day if you spent the whole night looking through those books, checking through those pages like, oh my gosh, I gotta study, the cram is real, the struggle is real, guys. Those are just a few of my study tips. If you guys have any of your own, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I'm sure I'm not the study master by far. I'm not perfect at studying. I don't think anyone is, but something that can always be worked at, just like anything in life. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more. All of my social media links are in the description below. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm always posting on the social media networks about when my videos are coming up, when I have new videos out, just showing my life, what I'm up to. Anyways, I hope all of you have a good one, and that does it for this video. Peace out, guys.